Bro, I forgot my Owala. Hold on. I ended up grabbing it. Anyways, let me back out of here first. Whoa, slam that a little bit. Yesterday's video and part of the segment for today's video were supposed to be part of the same video, but I thought that they would go better as a continuation because it all follows a little bit of a bigger scheme of what I'm trying to do. Kind of micro series about taking risks and risk management, uncalculated risks, that entire sphere. That's kind of what I'm working on. But also, because the last video wasn't very cinematic and the one before that, you know, I had the little cute montage and everything. I wanted to be able to do that again. So that's why this one's a little bit more cinematic heavy. That's why there's some more shots. And also it helps sharpen my skills as a creator, which although all of this is for fun, I'm still competitive at heart. And I want to be the best possible creator that I can. And I'm self-aware. I know that I'm not the best at what I do yet, but I want to be the best that I possibly can at what I can do. Which bleeds into another segment that I kind of want to be able to talk about, which is maximizing your potential. And this guy could potentially hurry up a little bit faster, but that's okay. Because starting is one thing, taking that leap is admirable in its own regard, but making sure that you can maximize how far you're going to take it is a whole separate thing. I preach so heavily that you just need to start, but if you're going to do anything in this life, make sure that you do it to the fullest, because the bar's never been so low for greatness. By putting in just the littlest amount of effort, grows your success rate exponentially. So imagine where you would be if you would just do it to its fullest. Because if you can get somewhere by just starting, you'll win the race by doing it to its fullest extent. And holy jeebus, this sun is so bright in my eyes, I can't see where I'm going. I guess that's what they make visors for, but... Now don't forget a very important element. You need to be able to do whatever you're wanting to do and have fun doing it. Like, it shouldn't just be a competition. Everything shouldn't be a numbers game. Like, I do YouTube because I enjoy YouTube. I do business because I enjoy the business that I'm in. But I'll be damned if I'm not competitive at it too. Anyways, that's just a short point that I want to make. That's my little side rant. Now let's get into the art of uncalculated risks. I just got a really scary message pop up on my dad. Oh no, I'm good. Never mind. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to record. Oh, I'm vlogging right now. Most people think that success comes from security. Building a perfect life with the perfect timing, the perfect plan on the perfect spreadsheet. But if I'm being honest, every move that I've made that was actually beneficial didn't come from taking a calculated risk. It made me severely uncomfortable, it never made sense on paper, and half the time I didn't know what I was doing until I had already done it. And that's the art of uncalculated risks. We all know that social media these days lies to you blatantly. Everybody gives their strategy, their master blueprint, their key to success. But the truth is, all the people that you look up to, the Jeff Bezos, the Elon Musks, the Rob the Banks, whoever it is, on either side of the scale, the one thing that they all have in common is that they're always in motion. They just move. They take the meeting before they feel qualified. They make the call before they feel confident, and they build the business before they feel ready. And yeah, sometimes that can make you fail or whatever, but honestly, doing nothing just makes you fail slower than that. But here's what I've learned so far. Calculation protects your own comfort. The latter will help grow your identity. Being calculated says, let me make sure that I can do this before I start. Being uncalculated says, I've backed myself into a corner. I have no other choice. I have to figure this out. I have to see it through. And the pressure that you feel in that moment is what actually helps you level up. I used to be the type of person to wait until everything was perfect. The plan was perfect, the income was perfect, and I had the perfect setup. And all that ever did was slow me down and ultimately put me in the position that I'm in today. And the only time that I see things actually changing is when I stop overthinking. I let go of control. I'm not reckless, I'm not stupid, I'm just moving. Don't get the difference misconstrued. This way of living doesn't mean go into it blind. You need to be able to take control of your life. The direction that God gives you, you need to be able to trust it. Trust it more than your fear. And you got to be able to move. You got to stay in motion. Take the action before you feel the validation. You let momentum be the master. You let it teach you faster than overthinking is ever going to. Your clarity doesn't come from manifesting. It doesn't come from overthinking. It comes from being in motion. Waiting until all the cards fall into the perfect place, that's not strategy. You're waiting for certainty. And that's like the one thing that we're not guaranteed. Every person that you look up to, whether it's Tom Brady or Adele, they jumped first. They learned midair. Maybe the goal isn't to eliminate calculation and risk, but it's to become the kind of person that can survive the uncertainty. Because once you let go, you're going to move faster than 99% of people, and that's where change takes place. That's where things start to actually happen. You need to start when you're unready. So if you're in the process of building anything right now and that feels extremely messy, good, because you're way closer than you think. Okay, enough of my rant. It is currently 9:53 at night, p.m. I just got back from my girlfriend's house. I just pulled into the driveway. Not the driveway, my garage. And all I did today was work. I'm pretty sure she hates me because all that I was able to do today was think about work and talk about work. But I feel like I made no progress. Like, I know internally I did so much work today. I've achieved so much today, but I'm not sure. Like, the back of my mind is saying, but did you put enough work in? Did it actually, is this going to pay off? Did this actually benefit you at all? And I think that that's very important for entrepreneurs when they're starting out, like the very beginning, to know that like you're going to have days where you can do all the work in the world, but you're going to feel like you did nothing. You're going to still feel behind, and you're probably still behind in some regard, but you're going to feel like all of that is null and void because you didn't make money. Like, I didn't land a client today. I haven't the past few days. So I feel like I've done absolutely nothing when I've actually put in a ton of work. I'm working more than anybody else that I know. I'm working 10 times more. From the moment that I wake up at 9 a.m. to the moment that I go to sleep at 2 a.m., I'm putting the work in. Like, it's eat, sleep, grind, set mindset. But I still feel like I'm just not getting anywhere. And there are going to be days that you feel like that. You just got to push through. You just got to push through. It's another day. Tomorrow I'm going to do the same exact thing. I might still feel the same way. Anyways, that's my rant.